This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
They will unlock doors in my mind, and I will relive moments we had together that I otherwise might never have accessed again. I have learned that memory is collective, and now memories are a gift awaiting me in the future, not the past. Each time a new one is coaxed into the light from the uncharted mists of my mind, I am buoyed and fascinated. Even the bad ones are another piece of the jigsaw of the life I inhabit. I welcome them all. Here's how I think about memory today. Picture some spaghetti cooking in a pot of boiling water, and imagine the entire contents of that pot are my life experiences. Now picture the spaghetti being drained through a colander, and that colander is my brain. What is left, the drained spaghetti, is my memory. Yes, huge swaths of what we've lived just drain away. But I like to think they're the boring bits, the routine, the day-to-day minutiae, or the stuff we just didn't register all that much at the time. What's left, the spaghetti, are the remarkable bits, the bits that arrested us. And what makes life interesting is that we all get arrested for different reasons, by different things. This gratuitous culinary metaphor also functions as a disclaimer to remind you that perhaps not every detail of what I'm about to tell you will be completely and utterly accurate. But how could it be? My head's full of spaghetti. 1. Elementary. Whenever anyone asks me how I am, I always reply, still alive. Each day is a prize for me, not a gift, mind you. A gift is given, but a prize must be won. There is absolutely no logical reason why I am here. In this life, in this house, in this country, writing this book, having been asked to write this book, none. The life trajectory my nationality, class, and circumstances portended for me was not even remotely close to the one I now navigate. But logic is a science, and living is an art. For years, people would tell me I was brave or courageous, thank me for having inspired them or making them felt heard or seen. What they meant was that by living an open life as a queer man, and a famous one, I was somehow empowering them. I felt fraudulent being so vaunted for merely enjoying living my life, but I began to comprehend the utter thirst so many have to feel represented, especially when they do not have the option to express their true selves. And I could relate, for I too had a secret. My first memoir was written without guile and out of utter need to tell my tale, to be heard, to be seen. I wrote of my experiences as a little boy dealing with a very disturbed and dangerous adult man whose splintered psyche rained down such physical and emotional violence it startled even me as I recounted its horror on the page. That man was my father, but the title of the book, Not My Father's Son, was a gesture of succour, an assurance that I had not only managed to transcend those early days, but indeed, in spite of them, bloom. Writing compounded my healing and learning. Setting experiences down meant I had to analyse and quantify them. It was the ultimate breaking of a cycle, for in sharing the breaking of mine, I have empowered others to shatter theirs. Every single day still, so many years later, I hear from people that my words galvanised them, to confront their abusers, to confront their memories, to reveal and reckon with what had been their shame. I learned the power of my words. I was reminded of the absolute duty of authenticity. That in telling my story, by being fully and openly me in all areas of my life, I could empower so many was initially frightening, like a wildfire I had started but could not control. But if the utter liberation I felt in telling my truth could be manifested in others' lives, I felt at peace. I felt, in fact, I had found my calling. However, there was one gnawing downside to the wave of positivity that washed over me, and one I hope this book will help redress. After the publication of my memoir, everywhere I turned, I saw myself held up as an example of having triumphed. I had overcome my demons. The nervous breakdown was long behind me. I had beaten back